The authorization for the town of North Attleboro to hold a special election on June 3rd, 2025 for the purpose of seeking voter approval of a debt exclusion to fund the construction of a new North Attleboro High School. I have a motion from Mr. Simmons, a second from Mr. Costello. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you. That motion passes 8-0. Approved ballot question language for North Attleboro High School building project debt exclusion. Now, we do have the language in our packets.
Well, obviously, a new high school would be great for the community. I just want to make sure people know what they're voting on. The question should include our best estimation of the cost. So I would offer a friendly amendment to say at the time of the ballot printing, the best estimation of the known cost shall be printed in the introduction to the question.
I agree that we should give the people all the information necessary. My understanding, and it's rudimentary at this point, is that we are not allowed to have that language. According to DOR, specifically says that on Proposition 2.5 overrides, you would put the amount in and then specifically what it's used for, but you shall not add it to debt exclusions. If this is the only thing on the ballot and everybody who is going just to vote on this, I have to imagine, I pray, that everybody's coming informed.
Certainly, transparency will be, it'll be out there. It's going to be on the website. Sure. It's going to be public. We'll talk about it at these meetings. The building committee will discuss it. It's going to be in the newspaper. It's going to be everywhere. If you don't know what what the number is, then you're just not paying attention when this time comes, at the time of this vote.
We don't know what the actual cost is going to be until we put this. You still have to come in and authorize a bonding initiative for this to happen. So we don't know what interest rate we're going to get until that happens. And I can't do that, ahead of, because we don't have the price. You will get the construction price of what they're going to say. Then we have to get the cost to borrow that amount of money and add that interest rate to determine how that's going to, and that's actually the larger portion of the bill, unfortunately, so over the 30 years. So I think that's probably part of the reason why you can't. Mr. Sweet, am I correct?
Absolutely correct.
Thank you, sir.
I would just note that the general law that Councilor Donovan cited is the on-point general law, and it says that an override does say exactly how much, a capital expenditure exclusion does say exactly how much, a debt exclusion, it doesn't in the question language. Doesn't say anything about the introduction to the question, so that's where I was trying to stick it.
After learning the information I heard this evening, it's almost like if you go buy a vehicle and you advertise it that it's $10,000 interest-free. That's misleading somebody. We know it's not. We know there's going to be interest tied to it. So if we put this on the ballot as is with the numbers just the construction, it's almost like you're misleading the public.
My amendment was to list the best estimate of the amount on the day of the printing of the ballots.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
No.
Aye. No. Abstain? So that motion to amend fails. I know there's going to be a payment calculator tool as well, so folks can plug in their property value. So all the information on the actual school cost that will be relevant to individual taxpayers, because not everyone's going to have to pay the same amount, will be made publicly available and advertised and posted. So folks are going to have that information. I think that's the biggest thing here. We're just technically putting something on the ballot. That's our job, is we're putting this ballot question on the ballot. Is there any additional discussion in that case on the language? All right, hearing none, I will take it to a roll call vote. All right, that motion passes 8-0. This language is approved for the ballot.